All right, here's the video for the worksheet. Okay, I'm gonna do about the first half of the worksheet, and then I'll leave the second half to you. I can't do all of it, but also that means that if you do have questions, please ask me questions, and I am always happy to help. Okay, so it says we rent a bicycle for $20 plus $2 an hour. Define a variable, then write a function. Okay, so it says define a variable. We're gonna say that cost equals C, right? Whenever you see those dollar ones and it says define a variable, just use cost. All right, and then it kind of looks like an E. Let's make that a C. All right, and then it says write a function to represent it. All right, so we got cost equals, remember, whatever says per hour, that is the one that is going to be attached to the letter. Okay, so in this case, it's per hour, so it's going to be per hour, right? So 2 per hour plus whatever we started with. All right, so this is saying our total cost is $2 times the number of hours plus that initial fee of $20. All right, so if I'm looking at the cost for 8 hours, I'm going to plug in 8 for H. So 2 times 8 plus 20. So my cost there would be $36. And in the same way, if I want to rent for 10 hours, I'm going to plug in a 10 for H. And that is going to be 2 times 10 is 20, plus another 20 is $40. All right, hopefully that's making sense now a little bit. Number 3 we got auto repair shop, $50 plus 25 per hour. All right, so again, I'm just going to define my variable C as the cost, and I'm going to say cost equals 25 per hour plus that initial fee of 50. Okay, and then if it takes 12 hours to repair, that would be cost equals 25 times 12, right? Oops, I don't know why I used P. I should probably use H, right? Because this is the number of hours we're talking about. And then for H, I'm substituting 12 because it's 12 hours. And then don't forget that initial cost of 50 is still there, right? I only have to pay that $50 once, right? So that doesn't get multiplied by anything, that just stays there. All right, 25 times 12 is 300 plus 50 is $350. All right, next one, we got a candle. It is 6 inches tall and it burns at a rate of a ½ inch per hour. All right, so think about what is changing, right? Our variable this time, obviously it's not going to be cost. This has nothing to do with money. This time it's the height. The height is what's changing as time passes by. All right, so I'm going to say the variable we're interested in is the height. All right, and then I'm going to say the height is equal to whatever it started at minus, right? This is still my keyword, that per, so it's 1/2. Instead of, I don't want to use H again because I already used H to be height, so I'm not going to use it for hours. I'm just going to use T for time. And then plus 6, right? That's like my initial spot, my starting point. Okay? So this, again, if I want to read this, I would say the height of the candle is negative 1/2 inch per hour plus the 6 that we started with. Notice that negative. Negative super important because it's burning, right? So the height is going down. It's not getting taller by a ½ inch per hour. It's getting smaller. So I am going to be subtracting 1/2 inch every hour. All right. And then it says how long or how tall will it be in 2 hours? All right. So I'm going to plug in 2 for time. So for T right here, I'm going to plug in 2 plus 6. All right. So negative 1/2 times 2 is negative 1. And that is going to give me 5, and that is the height. So it's 5 inches. And then the second part is it says, how long will it take to burn down to nothing? So what this is asking is when is height equal to 0, right? In other words, how much time has passed? We're worried about time here. So I know that my height needs to be equal to 0, and I'm going to solve for t to figure out how much time has passed when that height is equal to 0. Right, so I'm going to take my initial equation. I'm trying to figure out where to do it. I'm going to take it, I'm going to come over here just so I have a little more room. All right, so I'm going to rewrite the equation that we started with. And I know that my height is equal to 0. So 0 equals -1/2 t plus 6. And then we're going to solve for t. All right, so I would add the half t on both sides. So that gives me 1/2. Oh, that's not good. I'm out of room over here. It's not letting me write down there. That's frustrating. Okay, so if I'm adding 1/2 on my left, that's gonna give me 1/2 t, right? That's 1/2 t, and then equals 6. All right, equals 6, right? Because this cancels out. All right, we got 1/2 t equals 6, and we're gonna multiply both sides by 2 to get rid of the 1/2. And that will give us t equals 12 hours. All right, so that's telling us that after 12 hours, the candle will have burned away. All right, go ahead, try the rest of the worksheet. Let me know what questions you have. I am always available and I'm always happy to help. Good luck.